Robert Fitz Martin c. 1159 was a Norman knight from Devon whose father, Martin de Turibus, was the first Norman lord of Cambs, in what had previously been the Dyke part of de Humharth. Fitz Martin inherited the lordship of Cambs from his father, and founded St. Dogmael's Abbey c. 1118. He was the first of the Fitz Martin line. His descendants continued to hold lands in England and Wales until the 14th century. Family background. Robert Fitz Martin was born sometime in the late 11th century to a knight of William the Conqueror, Martin de Turibus, and his wife Giva de Berside, heiress of Sir Lo de Berside. Martin had participated in the seizure of Rhys ap Tidgar's lands, following the latter's refusal to acknowledge the suzerainty of William Rufus despite having acknowledged the suzerainty of William the Conqueror, consequent attack on Worcester, and death in battle. Martin had sailed from Devon, and after landing at Fishguard, met little resistance other than a skirmish at Morville, becoming Marcher Lord of the area, Cambs, the name of the lordship being a garbled version of Seames, the name of the former Cantref. His lordship stretched between Fishguard and Cardigan. Giva de Berside's second husband was William de Falaise, with whom she had daughters, Emma and Sybil. Emma de Falaise married William de Courcy as her second husband. Earlier, she had been briefly married to William Fitzhumphrey, but was evidently a widow soon after 1104. By 1106, she and her sister, Sybil, attested their father's charter without mention of their husbands. As a bride's possessions passed to her husband on marriage, he would normally attest before her, but a widow acted in her own right. Emma de Falaise married William de Courcy, a son of Richard de Courcy of Courcy-sur-Dives, Normandy. They received the manor of Stoke renamed Stoke Courcy, now Stokersey in Somerset, from William, and were grandparents of John de Courcy. This made Robert Fitz Martin a brother-in-law of William de Courcy, who was most active in royal administration during the first decade of the reign of Henry I, to whom de Courcy was a royal dapifer. Life. Robert inherited property from William/Martin and from his maternal grandfather, Sir Lo de Berside, in Somerset, Dorset, and Devon. Early in the reign of Henry I, he succeeded to his father's Marcher lordship of Cambs, setting his caput at Never nan Heifer. He married Maud Peveril and with her founded St. Dogmael's Abbey between 1115 and 1119. Maud was a sister or daughter of William Peveril the Younger. The couple are not recorded as having any children. Not later than 1120, Robert Fitz Martin and Maud Peveril, his wife, granted to the Abbey of Savigny land at Venny-en-la Manche which had belonged to William Peveril. In 1134, he joined with other Norman lords in South Wales in resisting the sons of Gruffydd, and witnessed several charters of the Empress Maud, to whom he was adhered. During the Great Revolt 1136-1137 much of Cambs was reclaimed by the Welsh, once again becoming Seames. Richard Fitzgilbert de Clare, Lord of Ceredigion, was ambushed and killed by the men of Iorwerth of Owain. News of his death led to an invasion of Ceredigion by the sons of Griffith ap Sinan. Around Michaelmas they made an alliance with Gruffydd ap Rhys of de Humharth. The combined forces made for Cardigan, and engaged the Normans at the Battle of Cragmar, 2 miles outside the town. The Normans were led by Robert Fitz Martin, supported by the Constable of Cardigan Castle Stephen, with the aid of Maurice Fitzgerald, Lord of Longstephen, and Maurice's brother, William. After some hard fighting, the Norman forces broke and were pursued as far as the River Teifi. Many of the fugitives tried to cross the bridge, which broke under the weight, with hundreds said to have drowned, clogging the river with the bodies of men and horses. Others fled to the town of Cardigan, which however was taken and burnt by the Welsh. However, Robert Fitz Martin successfully managed to defend and hold the castle. It was the only one to remain in Norman hands at the end of the war. Robert spent the years 1136-1141 serving the Empress Maud during the anarchy, and her son, Henry II. His activities from 1142 to 1155 are unknown. In 1155, Henry II confirmed to him the lands of his grandfather, Sir Lo de Berside, with all their liberties. Second marriage and Fitz Martin descendants. By the reign of Henry II, Maud had died and Robert Fitz Martin had a new wife, Alice de Nonan of Totnes, died 1194, and 3 children. Married after 1124, Devon, England, Robert Fitz Martin and Alice de Nonan produced 1. William Fitz Sir, Baron Martin 1135 to 1216, who married in 1159, Devon, England, to Angharad, the sister of his Robert's former enemy, Gruffydd ap Rhys. 2. William Sir, Baron Martin 1160 to 1215, married in 1195, Devon, England, to Avis de Toreton 1165 to 1246. 3. Nicholas Sir Martin 1193 to 1242. Robert seems to have died about 1159, survived by his wife Alice and their children. Of them, Robert Fitzrobert was dead by 1162 and buried in Totnes Priory. Sybil is known to have married a Waring de Morcels and was alive in 1198. William's eldest son inherited the family property and, via his marriage with Anne Herrick, regained the lost territory of Cambs/Seames. The family would continue to hold lands in both England and Wales until the extinction of the senior line in 1326. Cadet lines still flourish in England, Wales, Ireland, and beyond. Sources: The Baronial Martins, Lionel Nex, Orpington, 1987. The Lords of Seames, Dilwyn Miles, Haverfordwest, 1996. The Tribes of Galway, Adrian J. Martin, Galway, 2001. De Courcy Anglo-Normans in Ireland, England, and France in the 11th and 12th centuries, Steve Flanders, Four Courts Press, 2009. Robert Fitzmartin at Find a Grave. The Baronial Martins, Lionel Nex, 1987. The Lords of Seames, Dilwyn Miles, Haverfordwest, 1996. The Tribes of Galway, Adrian J. Martin, Galway, 2001. Complete Peerage, Volume 8, pages 530537. Ancestral Roots of Certain Colonists, Line 63a, 71, 122.